All right, let's talk about a really powerful strategy for building wealth here in India. It's something that, honestly, a lot of people just don't pay enough attention to. We're talking about dividend stocks.
So, just think about this for a second. What if India's biggest, most successful companies, the ones you see every day, were actually sending you money every single year? Just a little piece of their profits, right into your account. Sounds pretty great, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
Okay, so let's get right into it. And we're going to start at the very beginning with the most important idea. Because, to really get this, you kind of have to change how you think about what a stock is.
So, at its core, it's actually super simple. When a company makes a profit, it has two choices, right? It can either pour that money back into the business to get bigger, or it can share some of it with its owners. And that little share of the profit, that's a dividend. And guess what? When you own the stock, you are the owner.
And this is the big mindset shift right here. You're not just buying some random letters on a screen. You're buying a tiny, tiny piece of an actual real-life business. Whether it's TCS or ITC, you're becoming a part owner. It might be a small slice for sure, but it's your slice.
So, what makes this so powerful? Why is it such a big deal? Well, it's because this whole strategy is like a growth engine that works for you in two different ways at the exact same time. Let's take a look under the hood.
Yeah, you really get this double whammy. On one side, you've got the dividend. That's cold, hard cash that lands right in your bank account. Then, on the other side, if you've chosen a solid company, the price of your stock, the value of your little piece of ownership, can also go up over time. So you get income and you get growth, both.
Just pause and think about that. You do the work one time, you do the research, you make the purchase, and a great company can keep paying you for years, maybe even decades. Now that is what a real asset is all about.
Okay, now this is where it gets really cool. How do you take these payments, which might only come once or twice a year from any single company, and turn them into something that feels more like a steady, regular paycheck?
See, most companies in India pay out their dividends maybe once, sometimes twice a year. But here's the trick. You don't just own one company. You own a bunch of them, and they all pay on different schedules. So you might get some cash from Infosys in May, then ITC sends you some money in August, and HDFC Bank pays out in October. You see what's happening? By owning a portfolio of, say, 15 or 20 different stocks, you can literally build a stream of cash that flows to you all year long.
All right, that sounds great, but where do you actually find these companies? How do you spot one of these dividend giants out in the wild of the Indian market?
Well, the best part is you probably already know a lot of them. We're talking about the big household names, blue-chip tech companies like TCS, massive banks like HDFC Bank, consumer powerhouses like Hindustan Unilever and ITC. And yeah, even a lot of the big public sector undertakings, the PSUs, like Coal India and ONGC. These guys have been paying out to their owners for a long time.
Okay, so if you're going to start looking at these companies and comparing them, there's one key number you absolutely have to know. It's called the dividend yield. Think of it as your secret weapon. It's just a simple percentage that tells you exactly how much cash you're getting back each year compared to the price of the stock. Let's break it down with a super easy example. Let's say you find a stock you like, and the price is exactly 1,000 rupees for one share.
Okay, so you do a little digging and you find out that this company pays out an annual dividend of 30 rupees for every share you own. So, what's the dividend yield? Simple. You just take the dividend, the 30 rupees, and you divide it by the stock price, the 1,000 rupees. That gives you 0.03, which is just a fancy way of saying 3%. That's it. Your dividend yield is 3%. It's really that straightforward.
Okay, so we've covered the what it is and the why you should care. Let's wrap up with the most important part, the how. How do you actually get started? Here's a simple, step-by-step plan. First things first, you need a demat and trading account. That's just the basic account you need to buy any stock in India. Step 2, do a little research. Look for companies that have a solid, consistent history of paying dividends. You want marathon runners, not sprinters. 3, and this is so important, start small. You don't need a fortune. You can literally start by buying a single share. And finally, number 4, this is the secret sauce. When you get paid a dividend, use that money to buy more shares. That's compounding, and it's how you really accelerate your wealth.
I love this way of thinking about it. A portfolio of good dividend stocks. It's like you've hired a team of invisible employees. They're working for you inside some of India's best businesses, and their only job is to send you a cut of their earnings.
So that really just leaves one last question. You've got the game plan, you know what to look for. The only question now is, who are you going to put on your team?